आए भी अकेला, into this world we have come alone, और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. लगा ले, हर की शरण तू हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले, जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले, हर की शरण तू हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले, जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले, खेल जगत का सारा उसी न है खेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठ सपना, ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठ सपना, गैरों के दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना, ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठ सपना, गैरों के दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना, सबके रहते हुए मैं हूँ अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला, आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला।
2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के तू करते गुमान, 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते गुमान। मार्ग चलते मोछ मरोरत, मर्याद सब भाई के, मार्ग चलते मोछ मरोरत, मर्याद सब भाई के, पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे, पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे, निकल गई बेईमान रे, 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते गुमान।
श्री माधवाय श्री केशवाय नमः हस्तप्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि। हरि ओम्। ॐ श्री चन्दनं दिव्यं गन्धायं सुमनोहरं विलेपान् Sihan, pull your sleeve a little bit. Pull your sleeve. Skandachandanam divyam gandhayam sumanoharam lepanam sureshweshtam iti chandanam samarpayami. Hari Om. Shri Skandachandanam divyam gandhayam sumanoharam lepanam sureshweshtam iti chandanam samarpayami. Shri Skandachandanam divyam gandhayam sumanoharam lepanam sureshweshtam iti chandanam samarpayami. Try next one. I think a little brittly now. You take it out. That's a good deal. Kusestito deva kusmade janardana kusmaje trayo deva brahma.
Yeah, subject 1, 2. Yeah, subject 1, 1, 2.
The grass a little brittly, so I just pull it breaking out. All right. You see break already? Yeah, that's all right. Yes. Sit down, sit down. Let's open them like that for me. Let's open it, yes. Nice one. Put up some, yes. Check one. Yeah.
You press it once?
Yeah. Oops. It's heavy, yes, now. I want to turn it this way, so it won't go down here. Right. We'll adjust it from here to suit. Yeah.
Good there?
Yeah, yeah.
See if you can
We told our people just really just. Yeah, good there, yeah. All right.
switch off. Right. You see just press it once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's go on.
Yeah, yeah. What is that? You're taking the water and you're dripping and you're going around the box 5 times, right? Or you touch your shoulder as we go. Go ahead. Om apavitra pavitro asareva shangato pivaya ashmare pundari kaksha subhaya vyantaram suchi sri Vishnu sri Vishnu sri Vishnu. Hold on a little bit. Let's put this. Right, good. Come on, else. Right? Good. Right, come on this side here. Hold this, touch him, huh? Hold this. Hold it in your hand. Put that ticker here. By Bootel. So the hand, let's touch your hand, yeah? This side, touch your hand. Chandanam Samarpana. Hari Om. Hand there's a Charabadi Pendine at the balls. No, back, yeah. Yeah, bring that from. Yeah, over here. Pinda over there, yes. Sure. No, yeah, cover it here. Another one here. This is for the. Yeah. Right, go ahead. Put this in here now so you can know what it is, yeah? Yeah. Right here. That's it. And there, sit down. Good behind your horse now. Good behind your horse, yeah. Right, good. No precious. All right, press like this, yeah. Okay. Take the mala and them. Have mala in that?
Is it Malay?
Yeah. Take out the mala. Each one of you take out a mala. Check one.
Yeah.
Devotees, Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum, pleasant good morning to everyone. Today we are gathered to take part in this Antyeshti Sanskar, or the last rite for this brother. Somebody could give me one of the handout, please. Today we are faced with a situation that is known as death, and all of us here. One day, this will come to us. Mitra Seechan, better known as Vali. So today, as we go along, we will hear a little bit more about Vali and his life, where he would have lived. And today we are very happy to welcome all of you to be part of this service, this Antyeshti Sanskar, or the final rites. It's a memorial for all of us that one day we will all be facing the same situation. No matter whom we may be in life, no matter what kind of station you are in, this day is going to come for you. So at this point in time, we are about to begin with the Arti, and we will appreciate very much if you all could stand with us. If for any reason you are unable to stand, it's not a problem. You can remain seated so that after the 5 principal devotees have finished with their Arti, anyone else who desires to offer Arti, we have lots of flowers. In fact, when I asked last night when I talked to the guy, he said, flowers might be a little bit hard, but I know in my mind that people will bring flowers. So I brought some too, just in case. So do we begin with the Arti? DJ, if you could play some soft music for us, we'll appreciate it. For about the next 10 minutes or so. Thank you. Yeah. No, don't light it yet. Put your mala. Put here. Mala ityadi sugandhini mala ityadi nevai prabhu mayatani pujartham pushpani pargaitam pushpani samarpayami. Om mala ityadi sugandhini mala ityadi nevai prabhu mayatani pujartham pushpani pratigritam. Take us an offer. Right. Leave somebody there for us, no? No, just now. They will come after. Light it. All right, beta. You stand in the middle here. And one by one you all come, so you could leave him alone a little bit, right? Come. And you from the head right on to the foot 5 times. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andidotam Sarviti Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yam Dware Samarpayami Harihi Om. Alright. Hand it to the next person. You come, Savita. Take some flowers over by the foot and bow. Yam Dware Mahagore Andidotam Sarviti Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yam Dware Samarpayami Harihi Om. Put some flowers by the foot. Over here. Yam Dware Mahagore Andidotam Sarviti Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andidotam Sarviti Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Yam Dware Mahagore Andidotam Sarviti Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Samarpayami Harihi Om. Offer a little essence now. Offer a little essence. Ganda Grihana, right? Give it to the next person. Ganda Grihana Devasya Deva Deva Dhanidhi Tumeva Jagatam Natas Tumeva Jagate Prabhu Iti Gandham Samarpayami Hari Om. Iti Gandham Samarpayami Hari Om. Committee, the next person. Parimara. Palalasan. Ganda Grihana Deva Shadeva Deva Dani Tumeva Jagatan Nata Sumeva. Right, good. No, you're the mother? Okay, no. Okay. Of a little essence? Yes, essence. A little. The essence, a little. Yes. Okay. Just a little bit, yes. Om Yam Dware Mahagore Andidotam Sarviti Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Come on. Take some flowers and put that in foot. Committee. Malatyadi Sugandhini Malatyadi Nevai Prabhu Maya Hitani Pujartam Pushpani Pudagaitam Pushpani Samarpayami Hari Om. Apasanasan Ganda Grihana Devasha. Come hold this one. Yam Dware Mahagore Andidotam Sarviti Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. You'll just monitor this, and when it goes down, you just put a piece of camphor. Don't put too quick, there's too much. Bring the water in the lota and throw a little bit in the area to keep it cool here. Committee. Om Malatyadi Sugandhini Malatyadi Nevai Prabhumaitani Pujartam Pushpani Pradagaitam. Dware Mahagore and the Duttam Sarvati, Tamsi Priti Vigachin, Yekichi. Very good. Gandhagrihana Devasya Deva Devadanidhi Tvameva Jagatam Natas Tvameva Jagati Prabhu Iti Gandham. Huh? Yeah, sure. Only the parents, mother, father. Om Yam Dware Mahagore and the Duttam Sarvati Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Anybody else for Arti? Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Best friend.
Huh?
Best friend at NRA.
Oh, friend, okay.
Remember brother Naikaranti?
Yeah, sure. That's all. I don't want flowers on the thing. Yam Dware Mahagori and the Duttam Sarvati Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Take a flower. Offer flower here. Om Yam Dware Mahagore and the Duttam Sarvati Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Yam Dware Mahagore and the Duttam Sarvati Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Yam Dware Mahagore and the Duttam Sarvati Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Chatma Hanujana. Take a good part of the crowd also.
Go? Yeah.
Just sweep them. And if you happen like to walk by the road, you will take the hearse also.
Okay, nice. You guys ready? Yeah.
Yeah, go there.
Alright, nice.
Om Yam Dware Mahagore and the Musabite Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Yeah. Yam Dware Mahagore and the Duttam Sarvati Tamsi Priti Vigachanti. Yam Dware Mahagore and the Duttam Sarvati Tamsi Priti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana. Just bring another container with flowers here, please. Yeah. You all will take flowers from here and offer. Om Gandagrihan Deva Shadeva Deva Dahaniri Swameva Jagatam Nata Swameva Jagatiri Prabhu Iti Gandham Samarpayami Hari Om. Gandagrihan Deva Shadeva Deva Dahaniri Swameva Jagatam Nata. Dware Mahakure and the Dotamasav Sitam Sipikevi Gachanti, Eke Chat Mahanujana.
Come and try. Oh my God, boy. What you doing, boy? What you doing? Oh God.
I think you all who have seats, you can have your seats because this will go on for a while. You'll cut the line, please. Om Yam Dware Mahagore and Nidotamasaviti Tamsipiti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Yeke Cha Atma Hanujana Om Malatyadi Sugandhini Malatyadi Nevai Prabhu Maya Hirtani Pujartham Pushpani Purvedam Om Yam Dware Mahagore and Nidotamasaviti Tamsipiti Vigachanti Yeke Chatma Hanujana Eke Chatma Hanujana Hari Om Malatyadi Sugandhini Malatyadi Nevai Prabhu Maya Hirtani Pujartham Pushpani Purvetam Pushpani Samarpayami Om Yam Dware Mahagore and Nidotamasaviti Tamsi Pritya Vigachanti Eke Chatma Hanujana Eke Chatma Hanujana Hari Om. Om Yam Dware Mahagore and Nidotamasavite Tamsi Pritye Vigachanti Eke Chatma Hanujana Eke Chatma Hanujana Hari Om Yam Dware Samarpayami Hari Om. माला इत्यादि सुगंधिनी माला इत्यादि न वै प्रभु माया हितानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि परिगृहीतं पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि हरि ओम. यमद्वारे महाघोरे अन्धो तमसा वृत्ति तामसे प्रीति विगच्छन्ति एके च आत्मानुजना माला इत्यादि सुगंधिनी माला इत्यादि न वै प्रभु गन्धगृहान देवस्य देवदेवदानिधि त्वमेव जगतं नाथस्त्वमेव जगते प्रभु इति गन्धं समर्पयामि हरि ओम. Are you finished? When you finish, you rest it on the table there. All right, so we pray on behalf of this soul, that the soul would find peace, and all of us, whatever issues we would have had with him, at this point in time, we ask that all become peaceful and forgiven. Om Shano Mitraha Samvarunaha Shano Bharyatra Atma Shano Indro Brihaspati Shano Vishnu Ruru Kramaha. Om Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmam Avatu Tadbhaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Bhaktaram. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. You all have seats, you can take a seat. Just move these things and put on the table. Hand me the other book there. The book. Yeah. In the handout that you have, there's a song, Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare. And what the song is telling us really, that the final victory belongs to God. No matter whom you are, eventually you are going to end up in the hands of the Almighty. Jai Krishna Hari. जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, when we look around, चार, four तरफ directions, अंधियारा, there is darkness. For many of us in our lives, we have to face with so many issues. And today we are seeing all over the world, every country, every family has some issues to face and deal with. We in Trinidad at this point in time, we are particularly fortunate in that we have issues with crimes, but we don't have issue with war. We do not have too much of the racial fighting that we see in so many other countries. So we are blessed in a sense. So Lord, we thank you. We are asking, Lord, tu chahe to sab kuch kar de. Whatever we deserve in this life, you will give that to us. Visha ko bhi amrita kar de. If we are to be sad, unpleasant, visha, poisonous things happening, bad things happening to us, Lord, if that is in our lot based on our karmic influences, yes, we'll have to go there. Amrita kar de. If we have to get happiness and joy, Lord, that is also in your hand. Purana kar de sabki asha. So whatever it is that you are to bless us with, based on our own karmic influences, Lord, we surrender to that. We sing together. Karoti vachalam pangom langayate girim yata kripatamaham vande paramanandamadhavam. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो, फिर तू ही न केवन वाला हो, फिर तू ही डेरा पार करो. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे. पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान दर्शन कीमत रहे, तेरे नाम की माला जपत रहे। भवसागर से फिर नैया, भवसागर से फिर नैया, चन्न में जय हो किनारा हो, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj ki jai. My friends, at this point in time, we'll have the eulogy, and I understand there are quite a number of persons who will want to share some thoughts with us on the life of this young man, and we would appreciate that all of you will come and join with us. We'll begin with the eulogy, please. Yeah. Yeah, get in. Yeah. Side, close to the mic.
And good morning, all. I'm Shri Mitra Seechan, and today I have the honor of speaking on behalf of my uncle in celebrating his fulfilling life. Without a doubt, as you all know, sometimes in life there are losses that can never really be replaced. Uncle Mitra, a true gem that has blessed this room with his presence, has been one of the toughest losses I have experienced thus far. Honestly, Uncle Mitra, although I've been trying to be strong, I'm not 100% ready to let you go. I would give anything right now to hear you on Sunday morning asking, Stinker, you get up. Or Stinker, you bed. As he would usually call me affectionately since I was a child. However, despite that, I'm not wholly ready to let him go and say goodbye. I believe in a God that knows best, a God that sees all and knows all. And I trust in God's will, as I know it was just your time to be with him. And as a matter of fact, this isn't a goodbye. I know it's just a see you later. And I know you would always be looking over me as a guardian angel, giving me the strength and courage to complete all the goals we would have talked about together. Uncle Mitra and I shared a very unique relationship since I was growing up. I can't speak all of the memories here today because we would spend all day here. But Uncle Mitra and I always had a bond like no other. We would always taunt each other with our talks, always laughing, and most of all, there was a level of trust between us where I could tell him anything and vice versa. And when I needed advice, he would always try his best to help me. Uncle Mitra never missed any opportunity to introduce me to the people he knew. He considered me as his own child, and his attitude towards me was nothing but pride and love. So I hope I can continue to make him proud. On the surface, Uncle Mitra was one of my best lineman buddies. Not everyone could say that they have an uncle that could be one of their best friends. And I am truly lucky that I had that. My mom, Uncle Rishi, and I would go check him often in Sawa and he never missed the chance to make the line always lively, always joking around, dancing, and having a good time. And I can truly say that he made sure he was able to enjoy the most of his life while he could. Yet, aside from the fun times we had together, Uncle Mitra was like my second father. He always used to tell people that I'm his eyeball. He always encouraged me to do better and be better. He cared for me. He would be the one to call me when there was heavy rain or flood in Port of Spain and say, "How are you reaching home? You reach home safe?" Just the week before he died, he called mommy to find out if I was home because I didn't answer his call. Not everyone knows this, but he was also the one who would have stood by me through my entire scholarship process through university. And when I asked him, he didn't even hesitate to be by my side. He was there for it all. Ironically enough, though, he said, "Gil, what you going to do with all them passes? You going to make doubles?" But he would make sure that I was on the right track. He was very serious about that. And if I needed him to be there for anything, he would drop everything he had going on to support me, no questions asked, and he would have done the same for any of his nieces or nephews. In a similar way, Uncle Mitra and my mom, Linda, also shared a special relation. They were very close, and he always tried to make her laugh or get her in a good mood. He would always tell her he feared nothing but cockroaches, and he was the tallest in the family just to see her laugh. He would always trouble her and say she would be dyeing all her gray hairs just to look young. Many times he would say, or he would actually put his foot on her lap and say, "Squeeze my foot now." And she would say no, but eventually she would do it and they would laugh about it. Their relationship was one of a kind. They both cared for each other deeply, and I hope he is there with her to give her this courage and strength to stay strong. In all, Uncle Mitra was a selfless man, who not only impacted his family, but so many across the country. A horse racing enthusiast, and he made me one too. So I'm looking forward to the near future where I can continue this in his honor. He was a very neat, attentive, remarkably intelligent, and hardworking, and I'm sure his colleagues can attest to that. He was a person you could have counted on. He was sociable, confident, and the epitome of determination and achieving whatever he set out to do. Uncle Mitra, you were not just my uncle, you were my confidant and my source of inspiration. You will always stay alive in my heart and smiling in my memory. May your soul rest in eternal peace. I will always love you. Before I hand over to Selena, I just want to express my gratitude to everyone here and those viewing online. I know each person would have had their own moments with him, and I just ask that today we reflect on those moments and remember him as we all would have. Thank you.
Short and sweet. Good morning, Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. To all family and friends of our beloved Mitra Seechan, also known as Vali. For those who may not know me, my name is Selena Seechan. I am the niece of Mitra, the daughter of his eldest brother, Jimmy, also known as Rakesh or Bats. Firstly, let me begin by saying thank you for gathering here today to celebrate the life of Mitra. At 47 years young, not old. Who would have thought this day would reach? But death inevitably comes to each of us. It is such a sad occasion to even speak on. Mitra has left us all for the heavenly abode, and I am sure that wherever he is right now, he must be in peace. While he has departed and joined the afterlife, we are all here today trying to cope with the void. Honestly, this is very hard for all of us to process. To stop thinking about that jolly spirit that made him the exceptional person that he was. Most days, Mitra enjoyed having a good cook by the river, well known for making the best murtani, also known as upagar, his favorite choker. Few years ago, when Mitra broke his foot, Mitra stayed by us a couple months to recover, and he taught me how to make this upagar, while boasting that he won competitions and used to get hired to make upagar at weddings. Some days we simply shared the joy of eating upagar with cricks. That's how much Mitra loved it. He didn't need any rice, dal, and duck. It was a whole meal for him. He enjoyed the most simple foods, like macaroni pie, his favorite, and he loved when I made scalloped potatoes for him. His favorite dessert was custard pie, and he was really good at making it too. I watched him every time. Mitra shared his time with so many people who may even just know him from liming by the bar, sharing a few drinks. He always enjoyed dancing to music and the sound of tassa, boasting he could dance better than the ladies. Also playing card games, namely All Fours and Rumi, with family and friends. Every Sunday, Mitra used to come here to play cards with my dad, Derek, and Paibi from morning until late afternoon or night. And he was always early, like 2 hours early. He will sit down and call everybody and tell them he reached and waiting, and always complaining who cheating in cards, and he cheating too. We shared so many jokes and good times. My nickname was also Stinker, and there are many of us that shared the same nickname too. He was always naming everyone, not forgetting his favorite, horse racing. He was a true lover of horse racing. Mitra named one of his horses after my brother Joey, and was always excited to tell us every time Joey won. And I would not be bragging if I would say that he happened to be there for all of us. He loved all his nieces and nephews and shared the same love. He made sure that his values and legacy lives on in us with the influence his generosity imparted to us. Today there's a lot that was to be shared, but it all ends here, except for the love that we all hold for him. He might be resting peacefully in the clouds where the angels or gods deserve him. But we are all here still reminiscing what we shared and preserving our love for him. You have not died for us, Uncle Mitra. Rather, you are alive in us all. And I will end today by saying, what we have once enjoyed deeply, we can never lose. All that we love deeply always becomes a part of us. And I too believe that, Uncle Mitra, you will always be a part of us and will forever live on in our hearts. Thank you, everyone. See, next person.
That's it. That's it.
The other speakers, we have quite a number of speakers to come. Somebody get a chair for the young lady coming in there, please. I think there's a chair here. The song Pinjare Ke Panchire is telling us Panchi is a bird and Pinjare is a cage. So the bird that is in the cage, tera dard na jane koi. Meaning the soul that is within this human framework. Nobody knows and understands what that soul is going through. Sometimes outwardly you may show some emotions, but generally you do not know. No one knows what your issues are. Bahar se kamosh rahe tu. Bahar, outwardly, kamosh, peacefully. You seemingly to be peaceful. Tera dard na jane koi, but nobody knows. Bhitara bhitara roire. Bhitar means inwardly. You might be crying and nobody knows that you are crying because it is not showing outwardly. Kahana sake tu apne kahani. In today's world, kahana, to speak or to tell, apne kahani, your story. Who can you speak to? Because nobody really wants to listen to your problem. Everybody has their own problems. They will listen, but they don't take you on. And the other part of that, when you tell them your problem, very quickly, with the internet and the media and the Facebook and the TikTok and what have you now, within minutes, you tell somebody the issues that you are facing, and the whole world knows. Press a button here and press a button there. So, kahana sake tu apne kahani. Teri bhi panchi kya zindagani re. Vidhi ne tera katha likhi. When the creator, the Vidhi, was writing the story of your life, Asu me kalam duboi. Asu means tears. Kalam is the pen. Duboi to dip. Asu me kalam duboi. He dipped the pen in the ink of your tears. This is why all of us, regardless of who we may be, you have so many issues to deal with. Tera dard na jane koi. Nobody knows what is going through in your mind. Therefore, chup ke rone wale. Very quietly, very silently, you are crying inside. Rakna chipa ke dil ke chale re. And you are keeping it all in the recess of your heart. Ye pathar ka desh hai pagle. In this pathar ka desh, this stone-hearted world, koi na tera hoi. Nobody is really for you, If you could get something out of you, they like you, they love you, they appreciate you, they hug you. But once there is nothing coming from you, physical and material things, how many people we know now, when you get older, and once you, all of you know this story, once you sign over your property to anybody, how do I say dog better than you? You end up in the poorhouse. That's called a geriatric home. It's poorhouse. Poorhouse is the old word. So all these people who you see in poorhouses all over the place, at one time they were very young and healthy and wealthy and they had facilities and everything. But the day they put the pen to paper, all gone, You end up in these places. Tera dard na jane koi. So we sing together, Pinjare ke panchire. Today, Bhaiya, he is free now. He is out of that pinjare, out of that cage. Send your copies, Pinjare ke panchire. भीतर रोए रे हो, भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, पिंजरे के पंछी कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे, विधि न तेरा कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, पिंजरे के पंछी रे ओ, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई। चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के जाली रे, ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, पिंजरे के पंछी ओ, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई, तेरा दर्दन जाने कोई। At this point in time, we'll have some more messages for those of you who so want to appreciate with us this morning. Please feel free to join with us now.
Morning, Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum. I am not an immediate member of family to Mitra, but for the few years I have known him, I have considered Mitra my own family. I speak on behalf of everyone in San Juan who has been very close to, whose lives he has touched while he was alive. So strange to say while he was alive. I felt that I had to say something today to Mitra especially because we talk to each other almost every day. My link to him is through my son. When I was pregnant with him, he made a bet with me and he said he was going to Tobago. And he said, if you have this baby, I will come back before I finish my work just so that I will be here when this baby comes. And if I don't come back, I will give you a 6-pack. And as soon as he left, I went and I had the baby before he could even come back. So obviously, I got a 6-pack. And that name stayed with me too, Six Pack. And this time, when he went to Tobago, I didn't get to make any bets with him, because I probably would have bet him that if you come back alive, I will get you a six-pack. But I couldn't even get him another six-pack because, well, anyway, Mitra, and I'm mad at you. You're answering God's call. And I want to let you know that today I'm not crying because of any sad memories of you. I'm just crying because you have touched our lives. Every time we thought of you, there was always a smile coming to our lips. Every story we shared, every good story we shared, Mitra was included. And every time we had a line, we called Mitra first, because that was the life of the party. And even today, you're probably standing here right now, and you're probably saying to me, "Hey, Indian B, if the lime ain't done yet, we still have plenty more to go." Mitra, we love you. We always will. And because you are not here physically with us and will not be anymore, you will be here in mind and spirit. And every time we take a drink or we have another family lime or another river lime, you will be present, because your memories will be with us, and we will always be talking about what Mitra would do if he was here. And that will give us a peace of mind when we move on. To his family, accept my greatest condolences. And to those whose lives he has touched, express my condolences too. We love you, and we always will. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Oh my God.
No, no problem.
Right. Namaskar. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. Family, friends, co-workers, everybody included. I have a little reflection here on Mitra Seechan. A lot of people here know Mitra by name, they know a lot of things. That's right. But I can tell you, the journey Mitra had in his life until today was very, very difficult. I have known Mitra for over 30 years. And if he's just 47, I have known him when he was 17 years of age. Our relationship grew so close that he began introducing me as his father. Questions upon questions were asked of me. If that was true, I didn't answer. Okay? And now his immediate family still consider me as his father. This came about through the love, attention, and guidance which was missing in Mitra's life at 17 years of age. His father passed after his father's death. His mother migrated to the US. There were a lot of familiar differences in the family. Mitra came to San Juan not knowing anybody but myself. With his astonishing personality, friendship, created a subordinate family in San Juan of his own, with people who cared and loved him. Mitra was a live wire, not 110, 220. He was 33,000 volts. Cook up and he was all four matches. He was an event planner. All four matches, river line, cook up, anything to do with cards, playing Romy. It was Mitra. Birthday party, Mitra there. He was a lover of music, especially Tassa. Every birthday party, Mitra would have the Tassa group come in for half an hour. He was a lover of music, especially Tassa. He was also an ardent supporter of Chelsea, the football club, which he and I always had to argue because I'm a Manchester City fan. And of course, a master in the horse racing industry. I can tell you this because Mitra had the Preakness winner 300 wins at 6-1. And that's a lot of money. He would be greatly missed by his subordinate family in San Juan, namely Bauji, Cool Spot Bar, Devrat, Mommy, Dilip, Cheat, Carol, Hammer, Vishnu, Milton, Bobby Good, and many, many more. Mitra, my brother, and I should say adopted son, may your soul rest in peace. Thank you. Yeah, Pandit, you could go on. Oh, I'm going with it, boy.
Oh, yes, sir.
So my friends, at this point, we are having and, today, we are hearing so many beautiful things about Mitra and how he would have lived his life and the kind of personality that he had and shared with everyone. And that's very interesting. He would have had some little mischievous parts too, but today we wouldn't say that. Today we'll only mention the positives in his life. But all of us, somewhere in our lives, we would have had some issues that people would not appreciate us, unlike everything that we say or do. So as we're having this appreciation, I want to appreciate Boodoo's funeral home also. The nice way they have prepared the hearse to give Mitra his last ride. And as I'm on that, I will mention a little bit about Boodoo's funeral home. They came into the central area from Penal about approximately 4 years plus ago. And before they came here, we would have been having to pay considerable amount, very costly, for funeral services. I don't know how the older people remember, some people remember that. And when Boodoo's came into Cunupia, within 3 months' time, the general cost of a funeral dropped about 15%. Within 1 year, it went down 25 to 30% because there was competition, and you know how competition is. If you have a little parlor and you're selling things very expensive and your neighbor open a parlor, you have to cut your profit costs. So when Boodoo's came, within 1 year, it went to 30%. So and now they are here about 4 years now. And do you know now the cost of a funeral now is dropped between 45 to 50% what you have to pay because people know there's competition. So I want to compliment Boodoo's for the work that they are doing. So my friends, we have heard about Mitra, his life, and the legacy that he would have left. And all of us, on a day-to-day basis, we are preparing that legacy that we are going to leave. And the day will come, the day must come. You cannot bypass it. The day will come when each one of us will be lying in a coffin. Some of us may feel, okay, so I have youth, I won't die. I have good health, I won't die. I have beauty, I wouldn't die. I am handsome, I wouldn't die. I drive in a special kind of vehicle, I won't die. I have so many bank accounts in so many banks, I won't die. All of that is only a myth. Your material things would say nothing about that moment when you will have to die. Look what happened to Mitra. He went to work, seemingly healthy, and from what I heard is that he died in the hotel room. So what to do? Where are we going to die? But when that moment comes, no matter where you are, you could be in an airplane, you could be in a submarine, you could be in a spaceship, you could even go in the Titan. You all know the story of the Titan? The sub that went to look for the Titanic. And they felt that that was so secure, so much technology and all kind of things. They felt that they were so safe. And that imploded and 5 people died. So when that moment of death comes, it could be anywhere, anytime. I don't know how many of you saw this story on the papers a few days ago, where this little child fell into a river at the back of her home, and she survived for over 12 hours. God is good. Always remember that. That child would have had to have some kind of good issues, karma or the parent, somebody in her life, so that she was able to survive the whole night in that wet condition until she was found sometime the next day. And if you read, you would read the story, and I heard the interview with the persons who would have found her. It's a very, very touching story. When they went to look for her, they were not only walking on the bank of the river and looking, they were walking with stick and cutlass and so on, and where there was brush, they would cut it aside, move it, and watch underneath. And it is a very, very touching thing. They were looking for life. They're looking for a child. So my friends, in the same way, all of us, regardless of our spiritual or religious persuasion, God is looking for us. And God is doing the same thing as those persons, the hunters, that rescue team. God is looking for us. But many of us, we are so evasive that even God cannot find us. We continue to be living negative and doing negative things in our lives. So the message of life is simple. Ek din chuti jaye sansar. One day you will go. One day you will have to go from this world. Jinke lakh par deep barat hai. No matter how much wealth, jinke lakh, how much wealth you have, deep barat hai, you would have accumulated. Jata, when you are going, Hath, your hands, pasar will be open. Jata or hath pasar. You know what he has in his hands now? Is what the boys put here, the 5 penners that we put. That's all he has. I ain't see no bank book. I ain't see no certified copy for no motor car. So when he go on the other side, he have a car to drive. Or I didn't see the credit card in case he need to purchase something. And my friend, we are fighting in this life for so many things, but that is where we are going to end up, All those material things are going to be left right here. Jata mohata pasar. And the song goes on to tell us, Raja rank koi nahi chinhata. Whether you are a Raja, a king, a rank, a beggar, nothing is going to save you. You need to call me back. Yeah. Nothing is going to save you because that day would come. Raja ranka koi nahi chinhata. Sabke karata yahar. Therefore, what do you do? Bhav sagar mein jivan naiya. This bhav sagar, this ocean of life with ups and downs and problems and difficulties everywhere. What do? Ram lagawe par. You turn to God and seek God's blessings. That's the only thing can help you. Be a God-fearing person, so that when the moment comes, wherever you are, when the moment comes, you will have had some kind of positive vibrations around you to find peace with your Maker. Today we look at the human body, the human structure that is lying in front of us. It is made up of pancha tattva, of 5 elements. And these elements are earth, water, fire, air, and space. That's it. The whole of this creation is 5 elements, and there's nothing other than the 5 elements. And how they come together and how they compose together, you'll get different metal, you'll get like in the human body even. They come, they make flesh and blood and bones and tissues and hair and nails. All of these are the 5 elements in it. So God, in structuring this human body, or in structuring any plant or animal or anything in this world, these elements were used to create it. Now if you look at, taking it a little further, this whole universe, God created this universe, and many of us, some of us who study a little bit of science and physics and so on, we feel we know so much. You get a doctorate in physics and chemistry and that kind of thing, and you feel you know so much, you don't know anything. Because the universe is made up of galaxies. And each galaxy has stars, each galaxy has suns, each galaxy has moons. What we know about here, us, we know about 1 moon, 1 sun, and a few stars. But God knows about the universe. God knows about all the galaxies. And in all of that, God knows about the earth that we know, this globe that we feel, and people, and you know the geography, and you know the history and thing about the earth, you know a little bit. And in that earth, God knows about little Trinidad, which is just a dot. So the picture I'm trying to paint for you, that when we sit in our comfort zone, and we feel that I am this, and I am that, and I am the next, my friends, in the whole scheme of things, you are nothing. And you know nothing. Do you know how many different plants it have in the world? If I stand right here and I look at all the mango trees and coconut trees and fig trees and all wild trees and everything here, I could call a couple dozen right where I stand. But in the world has so many. What do we know about them? How many types of butterflies, you know? God created them, and each one in a very unique way. How many types of flower, you know? Roses and gainders and what have you. And if you go and walk in the forest like I do from time to time, going on hike and so on, you will see the different kinds of plants that you are not accustomed to. God created all of that. So in all of these things, let us 6 fishes. The fellows who went in the Titan, maybe they went to look for fishes too. And there are millions of species of fishes. How many we know about? I know about carrot because the man has passed all the time. Carrot. I know about salmon. I know about crow. That's what the fellow is selling in the van, the fish van. So those things are custom here in them. But there are millions of other species of fishes that I don't know about. So I'm telling you these things for you to reflect on your life. Where I am in this whole scheme of things. Where I am and what I am doing about the position and situation that I am in right now. Where I intend to go today, tomorrow, the day after, next week. Where do I intend to go? So this is my simple message to you today. And I will still leave it open for a few minutes if anybody else would want to come and share some thoughts. Hello?
Hi, good morning. Can I get on to from St.
Yes, speaking.
Like I said, this is quick speaking for your services. I have a delivery fee from Dr.
Hi, good morning,
From?
everyone. Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum. What I was saying,
Um,
when I heard the
right
news
now, I'm
about
not
Mitra
sure, but I
last week, I couldn't believe it.
quite in,
It was a shocking news to me because I had Mitra a long time,
oh boy,
very long.
Menta
The
Carigua.
first time I met Mitra,
I'll be home about
he called
1
and said,
o'clock.
"Mitra, my bougie bar." I said, "What that bar is?"
But I'm going
It's in
on
the
to
wrong west.
Sarony.
He come and
which one of
stand
the
outside the
laptop
front
it
of the
is?
bar, and he waited for me. Will I am there a bit?
I said, what
Mitra, I have to go.
laptop it is?
That's one good memory of I have of them. And also,
Okay, right, yeah. So what's the price on it? So I'll get the monies ready. Huh? Okay. All right, so
I am headed to San Fernando now. When I'm leaving that line, I'll give you a
yeah, sure.
husband, yeah, I'm only smiling. I said, well, spend some of the money, you need smiling. I said, right. And now which was fairly missed by our whole company, the bosses, everybody on staff, and all his customers throughout Trinidad and Tobago. They impacted their hearts and their lives a lot. I bid him farewell, and a safe journey whatsoever in his path, and may God clear path and let him rest in peace, or ride a horse. Well, you have a good day.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
I have a lot of those tools.
The latest I bought was one of those drill press, the table drill press, from a guy in Felicity. When I went to buy it, my friend, Mr. Karim, Imam Karim, I said, "Boy, I'm looking for a drill press." He said, "Look, I know get this here. Come and check it." And as I see it, and he Polish, I say, "Yes, I bought it." So I am one of your customers. So my friend, any huh? A discount? All right. Anybody else want to share some thoughts with us this morning? Because we are about to close. All right, so we chant some mantras on behalf of the soul, and then we will do the closing prayer. Hari Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayashkaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. We acknowledge you, O peaceful being, the eternal source of joy and happiness, as we surrender the soul unto you. Om Namaste Satete Jagat Karanaya Namaste Chite Sarvaloka Sharaya Namo Dvaita Tattvaya Mukti Pradaya Namo Brahmane Vyapine Shashvataya. On behalf of the soul and his family, Lord, we make our salutations to you, Supreme Being. You are eternal, and you are the cause and the support of this universe. Salutations to you again and again. Om Tvamekam Sharanyam Tvamekam Varanyam Tvamekam Jagatapalakam Shvashvaprakasham Tvamekam Jagatakatri Patri Prahartri Tvamekam Param Nishalam Nirvikalpam. Lord, you alone are our protector, and you alone are the manifester and maintainer of this universe. You are self-effulgent. You are the cause of all and the sustainer of all. Lord, we surrender to you. Om Bhayanam Bhayam Bhishanam Bhishananam Gati Praninam Pavanam Pavanamam Mahochai Padanam Niyantri Tvamekam Paresham Param Rakshanam Rakshananam. You are feared by the fearless. You are the ruler of all rulers, O Lord, and you are the highest of the high. Om Vayam Tvam Smaramo Vayam Tvam Bhajamo Vayam Tvam Jagat Shakshi Rupam Namama Sadikam Nidhanam Niralam Abhisham Bhavam Bodhi Potam Sharanyam Brajama. O Supreme Lord, you are our guide in the area of this life, May you bless us with spirituality. I will now ask all of you to kindly stand as we say a final farewell to this brother. And with that, we have some flowers. Those of you all can take the flowers. Don't offer the flowers yet, just take it and stand with it. Look at half there, look at half there. Yeah, empty out all of that one back there. When we are finished with this part of the ritual, we are going to place the coffin in the hearse, and when that is done, we will have to do in the APS way, we will have a havan before we leave at the front of the house. Havan signifying purification. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला. You came alone and you will be going alone. 2 दिन का जिंदगी है. For 2 days, 2 दिन, 2 days, जिंदगी you live. 2 दिन का मेला. In this bazaar of life, just like when you go in the marketplace, there are so many things to see and observe and purchase and what have you. All of that we have done. And today, Bhaiya is going. What you're doing here is more important than what you're saying here. Please. this point in time, my friends, we will now forgive our brother for any harm, any wrong thing he would have done towards us, and we ask that his soul should go and should be in peace. Om Anadhino Vigano Deva Shankachakra Gadadharaha Akshayaha Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorima Amritam Gamaya Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Syasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Om Namo Paramatmane Namaha. These devotees have brought us to the end of this part of this morning's session. We now prepare, as I said. Those of you who came in a little bit late, you can come and have a last look. Those of you who have your flowers, you can come and pay your last respects. And then we'll have the hearse, the coffin in the hearse. We'll have the havan, and then we leave to go down to Carney cremation ground. Sit around to everyone until we meet again. Thank you very much. Look at get our water from away. Look at our water from there.
World we have come
Pull it
alone,
down small.
or jaye bhi akela.
Chris?
And in a
when
similar
you finish,
manner,
we'll put it in
when
the
we take
hearse,
our exit,
and then I want to do
we
a
shall
havan
leave
on the
alone.
outside before we leave.
2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन
Why
का
don't you put on
मेला.
Maggie Mike?
When we do take stock of our lives,
I take it
we
off.
realize that this life is a very short
Will you
visit
come back?
to a mela.
You want water?
This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला
Yes,
और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. ओ
put it back in
जिंदगी
the
है
house.
Once again, the transport qualified seats are required.
अकेला
Yeah, yeah. All
जाए भी अकेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला हर की शरण तू हो जा ध्यान लगा ले हर की शरण तू हो जा ध्यान लगा ले जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले हर की शरण तू हो जा ध्यान लगा ले जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले खेल जगत का सारा उसी न है खेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठ सपना ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठ सपना गैरों के दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठ सपना गैरों के दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना सबके रहते हुए मैं हूँ अकेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला
2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के तू करते कुमारी 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते कुमारी मार्ग चलते मोछ मनोरथ मर्याद सब भाई के मार्ग चलते मोछ मनोरथ मर्याद सब भाई के पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे पर धन देख के मन अब ललचे निकल गई बेईमान रे 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते कुमारी 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते कुमारी जलते जैसे अग्नि धार से। पर सुख देखी के मन अब जलते जैसे अग्नि धार से। आन के बधाई सुनकर मूरख, आन के बधाई सुनकर मूरख हुए हैं पूरा लबार। दो दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते
चतुरंग को गाए रस रंग को सुनाऊंगा मैं, चतुरंग को गाए रस रंग को सुनाऊंगा मैं। राजेंद्र जीव जीव राजेंद्र जीव जीव चतुरंग को गाए सुनाऊंगा मैं, चतुरंग को गाए को सुनाऊंगा मैं। राजेंद्र जीव 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 जुग राजेंद्र जीव जीव सुख जाना ना 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 नाजर जाना ना 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 नाजर चतुरंग को नाई को सुनाऊंगा मैं चतुरंग को नाई को सुनाऊंगा
Jersey foot now, boy. The toes on Jersey, boy. Let's turn around Jersey. White by the road, boy.
चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव करो, परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज निहाले, परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बन कर तू शुभ वर पाले। किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, को जा मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन।
One day this life will leave this body, and I will exist no more in this material world. Every living being must eventually marry the bride of death. Let not the mind lust at physical wealth and pleasures. The services that we can perform, do it now, for you may never get the opportunity to pass this way again. Glorify the name of the Lord and receive His blessings. एक दिन हमें भी जाना है. One day we will all have to leave this world.
एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है सारा, इकता कौन ठिकाना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। खूब मौज कर देख तमाशा, मौज कर देख तमाशा, खेलने को खेला करनी है तो कर ले रे बंदे, करनी है तो कर ले रे बंदे, फिर नहीं आना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, पछताना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है सारा, इकता कौन ठिकाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है।
इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। यह तो गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो। यह तो गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो। और सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो। श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो। मुखरे में तुलसी दल हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। मेरा सावड़ा कड़ा हो, तिरछा चरण दर हो। मेरा सावड़ा कड़ा हो, तिरछा चरण दर हो। वंशी कसूर बर हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। सिर सोहना मुकुट हो, मुखरे पे काली लट हो। सिर सोहना मुकुट हो, मुखरे पे काली लट हो। यहाँ जान मेरे गत हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण कंत आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे। जब प्राण कंत आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे। यम त्रास ना दिखावे, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतने मेरी अरज है, मानो तो क्या हरज है। इतनी मेरी अरज है, मानो तो क्या हरज है, वहाँ आपका फरज है, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम लेकर, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, जब प्राण तन से निकले, जब प्राण तन से निकले।